Hey! I'm gonna show you a pretty fast and easy holiday nail design for short nails, but that can be adapted if you have longer nails. I did unfortunately have to shorten my nails recently because I had a few cracks in my index finger nail. I have already prepped and filled my nails with hard gel. If you want to see that, you can check out my last nail video. I'll link it in the description. And hello to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining. I am sorry in advance for all the bad jokes I make. Anyways, I am going to show you two versions of the same design. One of them, I'm gonna start by painting my nails with this kind of milky white color. You can also use a more opaque white. I just had this one on hand. And then I ended up curing each layer for 60 seconds. I did 3 coats of this color, and with every coat it does become a little bit more opaque, but definitely not as opaque as a regular solid white. I tend to paint my thumbs separately from my other nails because if you paint them all at once and then put your hand under the light, because of the way your thumb sits, the nail polish can pool more on one side. When you're watching nail videos, do you enjoy seeing people paint their nails even if there's no other information to give? Like, do you want me to leave this part in, or let me know? After I'm done painting my nails, I'm going in with a silvery gel polish for the design. And I'm going to be using a really thin and short like liner brush. These are from Nail Career Education. I'm going to start by placing a dot where I want the center of a basically star to be. Drag the polish out up and down and left and right to create kind of a large X. And then I'm also going to add in smaller lines in between the long lines that we did to create basically a small X. It's hard to describe, but you can see that's what I'm doing. Since the thumb is the biggest nail I have, I ended up doing 2 of those stars on each of my thumbs. And then on the rest of my nails, I just did 1. This is a great design for long nails too, because you could just add multiple of these bigger stars. And then besides these big stars, I also added just a couple of dots around the nails to look like smaller and more distant stars. You'll see me do the same thing on the rest of my nails, except like I said, I just do 1 star per nail that's not my thumb. This is a pretty easy design as long as you're patient and take some time. To be honest, I wasn't. I was rushing a little bit. This is sped up. This is not real time, but if you are a little bit more patient and take your time, your lines will be cleaner and a little bit sharper. So it's better to do it when you have the time to do it rather than rushing like I did. This shimmery silver polish I have is pretty opaque, so I only had to do 1 coat for the design. And then I'm finishing off with a top coat. The top coat tends to be a little bit runny, so as I paint in between fingers, sometimes I hold my nails upside down so that it doesn't pool in my cuticles. That is what the design ends up looking like. It's pretty simple and also goes with pretty much any outfit. It doesn't like clash with anything. For the other hand, what I'm gonna do is the same thing except use these colors instead. So my base is like a natural pinkish color, and for the design I'm using the same brand, but it's gold instead of silver. This pink is a structure gel, so it's a bit thicker than regular gel polish. It adds some strength to your nail. If you're looking for a beginner-friendly way to grow out your nails long but they're brittle, I would suggest using a structure gel because it's easy to use. You just paint it on and it's not as complicated as using hard gel like I did in my last video or any other type of gel or acrylic. And I painted my nails with 2 coats of this pink instead of 3. Using your non-dominant hand to paint things like lines is really difficult. The best advice I could give you is to take your time, but stabilize your hands by leaning them on something. Like you can see I lean mine on my UV lamp, but I also tend to anchor the hand that I'm using to paint to the other hand with like my pinky. I explained this a little better in my other video but I just try to find some way to make both hands as steady as possible by leaning them on something. And then of course I just go in with a top coat after I'm done the design. The brand of this top coat, as well as the structured gel, the pink one, is Gelish. I just got it from Amazon. And that is 2 variations of the same design. You can honestly use whatever colors you like. I just find that the shimmery gold and silver works really well for holidays without being red and green, which is specific to Christmas. But I really like this design. It's simple. It goes with whichever outfit you're planning on wearing. It's also not complicated. It just takes some patience, and it looks good on both long nails and short nails. And to finish off, I always just use a cuticle oil to add some hydration. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you're still here and you've watched until this point, please comment golden. See you next time. Bye.